The first thing you need to do to get an IRS IP PIN is get to their website. The best thing I have found is go to Twitter, find the IRS, and make sure it's verified with the gray check mark that means it is a verified business. You can click on it to check. And once you've done that, you can then go to their website in their bio, and that will take you to their official page. If you do something like a Google search to find this, you might end up on some copy page that's just made to look like it. You of course can choose however you want to do it, but just make sure you're cautious about how you get there. Once you're on the IRS homepage, you want to go to the upper right-hand corner and click on Sign In. From here, you'll be asked to sign in with ID.me, a service that's been contracted by the US government for verifying your identity. I personally didn't have an ID.me account when I made mine, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the steps you need to take to make one. If you already have one, you can go ahead and skip ahead in the video. Once you've clicked create an ID.me account, you'll be asked to enter an email and create a password. Or you can sign in with something like Facebook, Google, Apple, or even LinkedIn. Once you've entered that information, you're going to have to agree to the terms and conditions here, and then click continue. You're then going to be asked to set up a two-factor authentication method, which you can choose from passkey, text message or phone call, push notification, code generator, security key, or NFC security key. Under each one of these options, you can see how secure it's said to be, and I would suggest going with the most secure one that you understand or already use. So if the only one you're used to is text message or phone calls, go with that option, because remember, you setting this up in the first place is already taking a huge step in security, even if you don't choose the most secure option within it. Once you've done that, it's going to go ahead and ask for the 6-digit code that will be sent to whatever method you use. Also, depending on what method you go with, you might get a generation recovery code, which is something I would suggest clicking on and then writing down somewhere secure. This means that even if you lose access to your authentication method, you can still get back into your account with that code. Just make sure that doesn't get out anywhere, because that could be a big problem. With that done, we're now going to verify our identity on the next page. You can choose either one of these options. However, I opted for the self-service since it just seems a little bit easier than having to get on a call with someone, but it's completely up to you. On the next page, there will be an agreement that pops up and you have to read through it and click that you agree to it. This basically goes over how they're going to use the video they take of you. With that now done, it's going to take you to a page where it asks for your phone number. Simply enter your phone number there and it will send a link to your phone for the next step of actually recording yourself. This step might not be necessary if you're already on a phone, but I guess I wouldn't know since I did it this way. I should also mention that there's an option to change the type of document right above this, so if you don't want to use your driver's license, you can change it. When you open up that link on your phone, you'll be brought to this page that says be aware of fraudsters. And if you scroll down, you should hopefully see the correct email address. If it is, go ahead and click yes. And then on the next page, we just have to click Start Document Upload, which will take us to this page where we actually upload the photos. By clicking on the box, taking a photo of the front of our license, and then clicking on the second box, and then taking a photo of the back of our license. Of course, I'm not going to show you how to do this for security reasons, so just follow the steps through here, and once you're done, go to the bottom and click Continue. It will then say Verifying Your ID. After that, it will take you to the next page where it actually wants to scan your face. You'll probably get a pop-up like this asking for access for your camera, and I would select the Allow This Time one, just because it's a one-time thing. And then click Continue, which brings us to this page right here, where you'll want to follow this checklist to make sure the video is successful. Make sure you're in a well-lit area that's not too well lit like I did my first time, and make sure no part of your face is covered with anything, even glasses. Then put your phone straight in front of your face, and once you're in a good position, go ahead and click Start Liveness Detection, to which it will take a very weird black and white, then colorful pixelized video of yourself. If you get an error during this, just try again, making sure you follow their instructions until you get it. Once you've done it successfully, it will say return to the open browser to continue, so we'll hop back to our computer for the rest. Now that we're back on our computer, it might take a little bit for it to actually compare your ID to your selfie, but once that's done, it's of course going to ask for your social security number, so go ahead, enter that, and push continue. Then read through the agreement here, and if you agree, click yes. After that, you should hopefully see something saying we verified your identity, and then they'll ask if they can send all of this information to the IRS, which was the whole reason we did this in the first place. So we're going to go ahead and click allow. If you were slow doing this entire process like I was, you might get some error like this, but don't worry, you've still made your ID Me account, so you're safe to go ahead and click on the IRS logo in the upper left-hand corner, or go back to the IRS homepage with the link below that. And once you're back on the IRS page, you're going to go ahead and click the sign in option again, and then sign in as an existing account. Enter all your information here, and then you'll probably be asked for that 6-digit code. Enter that as well. And then you'll be into your IRS account, which is very exciting. You now probably want to go back to the home page and click on Identity Protection PIN and go from there. But if you're like me and just made your account for the first time, you can go ahead and click on Edit Email Notifications over to the side, because that leads you to the same area, and it's a little bit faster. And then scroll down to the bottom of the page where you can select Identity Protection PIN and select Enroll. You then choose between one of these two options. If you select the automatic one, it will create a new PIN for you each year on January 1st. However, if you select for the 1-year option, you'll only have it until January 1st of each year, and then you'll have to manually go in and create a new one. And since I can always just sign in and see what my code is, I decided I'm going to just opt for the automatic version. And just like that, you've taken a big step in protecting yourself from identity theft.